many shots on the infantry, then that is going to be really, really great. Let's see these Vikings and what they're going to be able to do right now. There we go, they're moving into position. Some force fields going down over here. Colossus doing good damage on this flank. The rest of the units holding off these Marauders, plus the force fields, more units getting warped in right now. And the Vikings are taking out the Colossi. One Colossi, two Colossi going down, actually one left. And maybe Kiwikaki should consider getting another robo facility and getting additional Immortals, if not Colossi in this case. Two cannons over here. That Colossus gets taken out by the Vikings. And not many units left for Sjow either, but Sjow might be able to actually repel this push over here. Here we go. Another fresh Colossus coming in to aid the defense of this base over here, and he has a few forces over here. Sjow, if Sjow moves these forces in as well, it might be quite hard for Kiwikaki to defend, but there is a Colossus in the back over here. These units are pretty weakened. They did stem up, and oh, the probes are coming off the line to tank a little bit while this Colossus does the damage. And let's see how many probes Kiwikaki will lose here, and I think he knows he's overextending himself right now, moving back with the rest of his probes. He still has this expansion over here. Maybe he should just send them over there right away. This base is is pretty threatened right now. Two Colossus plus two Stalkers. He has 6 gateways. He can warp in a lot of units. A lot of Stalkers right now. Maybe he should just get a bunch of Zealots. I'm not exactly sure, but these Colossus are exposed, and these Vikings do a lot of damage. There we go. 4 or 5 Stalkers in play right now. They don't have Blink. Blink is really good in this case. Would be great to just blink in over there and take out 1 or 2 Vikings. Let's see if he's getting Blink. Is he getting Blink? No Blink on the way. So there we go. Weapons level 3, almost done researching for Kiwikaki. And I think if he gets a critical mass, I think if he gets 2 more Colossus, they're going to be enough to just take care of this entire army over here. There we go. These Pylons on the edge get taken out. And this one is probably going to go down as well. No range actually over there. And oh, that's a lot of Zealots and some probes being thrown in the mix as well. And those Marauders are taking a lot of damage. That army getting flanked over there. Great play by Kiwikaki. These Vikings trying to take a shot at the Colossus, but there are too many Stalkers in the back. They are forced to move back. There we go, getting some extra shots off. And let's see if the Vikings... Nope, the Vikings don't go down yet. But these Stalkers are really having a go. Yep, there we go, 1 Viking going down. These Vikings are the only threat to these Colossus, really. Otherwise, Kiwikaki can really micro them back, and they won't really be taking any damage if he's being careful. Another Colossus coming out, and here we go, chrono boosting 2 War Prisms. Wow, that's interesting. I wonder what role those War Prisms are going to play in this game. And here we have Sjow attacking this flank over here, plus trying to snipe out this expansion. If this goes down, that's a pretty huge blow for Kiwikaki over there. But the Colossus are taking their shots from the high ground. Let's see, this will probably go down though. Very close. There we go, it does go down. That's very bad for Kiwikaki over there. And these Vikings are taking shots off at the lonely Colossus that are here left without any defense. And I still think that Blink is something he should really be getting right now. Blink is really a great tool. I do have to confess, I love Blink. I think it's a great, useful tool, because especially since it doesn't cost any energy, it just has this low cooldown, and you can just keep on exploiting it as long as you want. Here we go. Sjow is moving. This is a planetary fortress, and Kiwikaki. I don't think Kiwikaki wants to fight here. I think he knows that. There we go, taking out 1 medevac, 1 Viking, and let's see if this Colossus can actually do the damage they need to do over here. The Vikings are doing a lot of damage to these Colossus. Nice force fields blocking off the rest of the units, taking out most of the forces over there. Still 3 Colossus up. These Vikings are getting taken down by the Stalkers, and wow, this is really huge right now. This is really huge. Almost all the Colossus are still up, and Kiwikaki still has most of his Stalkers up. He still has loads of forces. These 3 Colossus are huge. And there we go, 2 more medevacs coming into play, but they're empty and they're gonna just get taken out. There we go, 1 medevac being taken out, and this planetary fortress doesn't have range. Indeed, the Colossus with the range increase are outranging the planetary fortress. So wow, Sjow is going to lose this base, and that's a lot of SCVs right there. If this goes down and he's not careful, he's going to lose all these SCVs as well. But there we go, the SCVs are coming here to repair. Let's see if this is going to be enough. It's going to be close, and does it go down? Oh no, what is he doing? Why did Kiwikaki do this? That 1 more attack and this planetary fortress would have gone down. But here we go, the Colossus are going to work on this army and getting some damage in there as well. This was so close. 1 more attack, he backed off. 1 second too early. One more attack and that planetary fortress would be down. This was so close. It's still burning right now, actually. Sjow needs to be careful over here. He needs to keep on repairing it, at least with one SCV. Otherwise, this is going to slowly burn down. But I guess he's really not noticing this. There we go. He starts repairing it with 3 SCVs. And the Warp Prism over here. And let's see what gets to be warped in on this side. Obviously, Sjow sees this. Let's see what his response is going to be. Now, taking a look at the APM, I'm just curious to see. So, yep, the average APM for Sjow did spike up a little bit because of all the intense activity over here. And there's one cannon over there. Let's see, one. Oh, and I like that. Did you see that? Did you see that? He was actually microing that cannon to attack the medevacs, and one medevac did get taken out. The second one is very low on HP, and force field over there, and yep, there we go. That gets taken out. These assimilators gonna go down. I do remind you, Sjow is still mining over here. Although Kiwikaki has his own base, not gold, but that's enough. Kiwikaki needs to take care of this. This is really important. He maybe should even try getting his Colossus down here and with vision on this ledge so he can take out all these SCVs. This is very important. Maybe Kiwikaki should think about being a little bit sneaky over here. These SCVs need to die, and let's see. Yep, there we go. The Colossus actually, yep, there we go. Smart move. Oh, and those SCVs are so weak. And let's see if Kiwikaki is actually going to try getting a few shots on these SCVs. Is all it takes. All it takes for them to die. And Kiwikaki needs to pay attention over here, getting in range of the planetary fortress, and almost down. Down it goes. So let's see if this expansion gonna go down. Probably. If he stims up those units, they're gonna go. This nexus is gonna go down. But at what cost? Kiwikaki is moving with his entire army, 4 Colossi and all these Zealots, Stalkers, and Sentries, and this might all get taken out. Let's see if the Stalkers still don't have Blink. If he had Blink, all this would be dead. There we go, warping in more additional units, and this is gonna be close. But they're not going to go down. Although Sjow right now, gonna take a look at the income tab, and I think I'm right about this one. Indeed, Sjow just threw this down, put a bunch of mules over here, 4 mules to be exact, and Kiwikaki is not mining off anything right now. He's forced to long distance mine, but Kiwikaki does have the advantage of having this huge army, and if this army can push through here and take down this expansion, then that will probably spell GG for Sjow. That is really a big Protoss army, and let's see if Kiwikaki will move down here. Yep, and if this goes down, I don't think Sjow will have anything to replenish it with. And I remind you that long distance mining is not actually that bad. It does yield some minerals, especially if you're mining from a gold. The distance is not that big, and this might be all that Kiwikaki needs to get the resources for taking out Sjow. And Sjow is moving across the map. Let's see what Kiwikaki decides to do about this one. This is gonna be really close. And we see Sjow trying to land the command center over here. This command center from the natural going down at the gold. And let's see how many probes did go down. He managed to save most of his probes, but he needs to kill this off. If he manages to kill that off, it's going to be game over for Sjow. All these Zealots are going to go in there. Let's see. The force fields are also a very important bunch of sentries in this army mix over here. And there we go. Let's see if the force fields are going to go down and where they're going to go. And whoa, that's nice. Warping in a sentry over there just so he can force field this side. But the units still managed to go through, but Sjow is really in big trouble. I mean, all his forces are really weakened, and there we go. The Zealots are charging behind those Marauders, and they're gonna eventually probably catch up, since the stim won't really work anymore. And there we go. The Zealots are really trying to catch up with the charge, and here we go. This is up already, but he doesn't have any more orbital commands, and this one doesn't have energy to lay down mules. Wow, a really close game. This is really nice. I like this so much. Very enjoyable to watch. 2 mules here. Where are these mules coming from? Does he have an additional command center somewhere? I don't know. I don't know where these mules came from. Taking a look. I can't really see anything. Maybe they were laid down the second I clicked the command center. I didn't really land on the gold minerals yet. But this battle over here is going to be crucial. Both players are actually in soft spots. They're not mining from anywhere, and there we go. Colossus doing a lot of damage. He has to take care of these Vikings. Let's see the Stalkers. Micro your Stalkers, attack the Vikings is the most important thing, but it doesn't even matter anymore. I mean, there we go. The GG comes, and wow, what a nice game. What a nice game. Pleasure to watch, pleasure to cast. I hope it's been a real pleasure for you to view this as well. Whoa, and I'm out of breath. This is one of those games that just plugs me in, and I just can't stop talking. I can't, even if I want to, because it is just so great. They're really, really great. What can I say? Kiwikaki, really, really great player. He seems to have so much control, and he's so dynamic. I mean, you feel the dynamic, I don't know, that feeling in his game when you watch him play. It feels fast-paced. It feels like it's not boring, like he's not sitting around doing nothing. And when he starts fighting, it's like he's living the battle himself, you know. And hallucinations actually over here from the sentries. A few comments about this game. Really close. That's something I really have to say. Really close game. The players were expanding. They kept on constantly battling each other with no clear outcome, I'd say. And it just came down who managed to mine more. And Kiwikaki managed. I think the smartest thing he did was this double expand over here. When this got all taken out, he still had this. He mined off this for a long time. That managed to fund his army for a long time. He got a lot of minerals, and he got all these zealots with charge, which is really good. He didn't even get blink. Now it's done. But I mean, this was done like just a few moments ago, and didn't really make the game. I mean, didn't really play a crucial role in the game. But he had so many zealots. I mean, look at this. There's so many zealots. More actually. What am I doing here? There's way more. There we go. So a lot of zealots in this picture, plus these zealots over here. That's a lot of zealots with charge, taking up the damage, and these colossus being able to go to work to into all this infantry. I still think that some tanks would have been great for Sjow. No tanks whatsoever in this game. I don't agree with that. And maybe, just maybe, if he got the critical mass he needed of Vikings, like maybe 8 to 10 Vikings. If you have that many Vikings, then you can get rid of all these colossus really, really fast, unless Kiwikaki would focus them down. And in the midst of such a crazy battle, I don't think that's really gonna happen. If you do, it's gonna take time, and your colossus are still gonna die. So as long as you can take down those colossus, even if your Vikings go down, then the remaining army of Marines, Medivacs, and Marauders are going to be able to deal with this kind of army composition, even though force fields might come into play and play a crucial role. I mean, these Colossus are really the bane of any Bio Ball, Terran, Protoss, or Zerg. When you get like more than 4 Colossus, one sweep does so much damage, you don't want to be there. Colossus are such a great unit. A lot of gateways. I mean, look at this. I didn't even look here. There was 6 gateways, and now there are like, I don't know, 8, 10 gateways. 10 gateways, so that's a lot of unit production, and that's how all these zealots actually came into play. He got this extra mineral income because of the Colossus he was making, and take a long time to build, and they cost some gas as well, so he got all these extra minerals from having this expansion and this one, and he just filtered those into these zealots, and that's like really great. I mean, lots of gas being put into these sentries and colossus, and then getting the rest of the zealots, and just basically seal the deal. Yeah, don't want to bore you guys. I know some of you do listen to what I say at the end of the game. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more, but wow, this was really a great game. I mean, truly great game. One of the greatest games I've ever had the pleasure of casting. And I hope you liked it. If you do, then do subscribe, please. I did hit the 100 subscriber milestone, and I'm really happy about that. 1 month after I started my channel, that's really great for me. I think that's a really good achievement for me. I think that you guys have liked it, and yeah, if in 1 month I have actually managed to get 100 subscribers, that's really pleasing to me. And the next milestone is 1,000 subscribers, so I'm gonna look forward to that. And really thank you everyone for your input, for your constructive criticism, and for your kind words so many times. Actually, I had someone in my channel comment something like, when I'm gonna have kids, they're gonna be named EXO, you're great, or something. That's like, I don't know what to say to that. Really thank you, and it means a lot to me. And I hope I'll keep on making you feel those things from now on in all the games that are about to come. So that's it for me, signing off for now, and stay tuned for more videos.